Hey amigos, this is Ignacio Lopez. You are listening to another episode of Comedy Sheep Side Gig. This week I'm talking to Emmanuel Sonubi, a good friend of mine, super funny comedian you will have seen all over television. And we share some horrible gig stories together, as well as some very interesting jobs he has done in the past. Let's do it.
I hate starting podcasts.
Yes, well, the first question is super simple. So
Do you not do an intro?
that's recorded in post.
Ah, you smart bastard. Do
Yeah.
you swear on this?
Yeah, big time.
Motherfuckers.
Well, the first question is actually, who the fuck are you and what do you do?
Who the fuck am I and what do I do? Emmanuel Sonubi, and depending on who you ask, I'm a comedian.
There we go. Well, what I wanted to know is, if you had to explain your job to a 5-year-old, what would you say?
Well, funny enough you say that. I'd have to do that because of my kids when they ask you sort of, what do you do?
I was going to ask how old your kids are.
Well, now they're 11, 8 and 2.
Right.
But I remember when they were, the first time they really saw me do comedy, I took them on a cruise. We did a P&O cruise over Christmas, and they got to see me do it live.
On Iona, was it?
On Iona.
Okay.
And my son just didn't get that. To him, that was not comedy. He was like, you didn't even fall over. And through that, I really understood his level of comedy. But then I go, of course, he's a child.
And
So
he's on holiday.
He's on holiday. So he thought that's what you do on stage. You fall over and people laugh at you.
Yeah.
It's like, what you've just described is bullying. You horrible little bastard. But trying to explain to them that Daddy stands up in front of people and tells jokes about stuff to make them laugh.
Yeah.
And then they go, what kind of jokes? I go, I'll tell you in 13 years.
Have you got something saved to show him or tell him when he hits?
Oh, they've seen stuff now.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually why the stuff that I put online, I will bleep out the swearing.
Okay. That's
because
great.
I know that they're gonna see it. I don't really put out the stuff about them because they're not ready to hear
Fair.
that yet.
Yeah.
But most of my other things are on there, and sometimes because especially my eldest, he's at secondary school now, so his friends, I come up on their TikTok, on their parents' Instagram.
You're on their algorithm.
I'm on their algorithm, and they'll go, "Oh, this is your dad," and they'll show him the clip, and annoyingly, he's got a swear jar for me. So now what he's doing, he comes home. He goes, you owe me £3. I'm like, I've not even seen you today. I saw one of the clips.
Counted the bleeps.
Yeah. So now I'm like, do you know what? That does not count. Unless you hear me swear live, you get nothing.
Have you seen, I think, is it OnlyFans, the streaming where it makes the
I've never seen OnlyFans. What's OnlyFans, Ignacio? What's OnlyFans? I've never heard of that.
So it's a platform where you can get monetized anything. Doesn't have to be sexual, but like if you're streaming, people when they donate money on like Twitch or streaming things, it makes a little ding sound.
Yeah.
So it's the reverse with him because he's counting the beeps when you're
Yeah.
swearing.
Oh, that.
Ding, pound.
Do you know I've actually never been on OnlyFans?
No?
Felt like anything.
I haven't either, but I'm fully aware of what it is because I have met a few OnlyFans doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Like you ask somebody in the crowd, and it used to be like, "Oh, what do you do?" "I'm a model. I'm this. I'm that." Now it's like, "What do you do for a living?" OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And the first couple of times, I was like, "What do you? Yeah, but what's your job? What do you do?"
OnlyFans content
I
creator.
take my own photographs,
Yeah.
videos of myself, post them online, and
Yeah.
people donate money for that. I'm like, shit, I need to get in on this actually.
Yeah.
Well, look, how long have you been doing stand-up for now?
Full-time, 5 years. So I quit my full-time job in August 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
Mid-pandemic.
I was about to say, what was your job?
I worked in IT. It was very exciting. So
You could have done that remotely. Why did you pack
I
it
could
in?
have done. So more specifically, and this is for all your ladies listening, about to get real, I used to work in data security and networking compliance.
It's the sexiest of all the
It's
IT
the
jobs.
sexiest of all of the IT jobs.
Data compliance.
I actually never tell people when I was out because I was, can you guys please calm down, stop flocking towards me? Yes, I can get you antivirus. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Just dishing out McAfee.
Yes.
Norton or McAfee, which is the superior?
Neither one of them.
They're both dog
no,
shit, right?
no, they all do the same thing.
Okay.
See, look, this is where I go back to it.
Let's hear about it.
Antivirus got so advanced.
Yeah.
They all do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like for anyone who had a phone back in, I don't know, 2001, mobile phones had different features. So do you remember buying a phone? You bought one where, because my first mobile, you couldn't, well, for one, text wasn't a thing, but you couldn't call someone who was on a different network.
Really?
You could only call your same network
that
and
sucks.
a landline. It does suck.
Instead of taking a girl's number at the club, you're kind of like, what network are you
What
with?
network are you on?
We're incompatible.
And we're not going to work.
It's like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, because now I'm going to have to call you at home.
The Capulets and Vodafone.
That's what it was. You can't do it. It's the worst. So, and that's kind of where we've got to now, where all phones pretty much do all the same thing. That's the same thing with the AV.
Okay.
AV is the acronym for antivirus. We're talking acronyms.
Write that down, Jose.
I'm that cool. I'm talking acronyms.
See, that's audio visual in my world because I went to film school.
No,
so.
it's AV, antivirus. Everything I talk about is in acronyms. Even when I started comedy, people go, "What do you do?" I go, "I'm a C." And they'd go, "Yes, you are."
How long were you working in IT for?
So that job specifically, maybe 7 years.
Okay.
5 to 7 years. But then I'd always done jobs around IT outside of that.
Yeah.
Purely because a friend of mine, when we were at college, he studied IT for the simple reason was you're never going to be without a job.
True.
We'll always have computers. You'll always be able to do something.
Yeah.
So I thought, regardless of whatever I do, if I've got something that I can always go to, that would be the one. And then security was the one that you could do with no experience about anything. Because I did have this is for your IT listeners. My first
There's
IT
a few
job.
of them, I think.
There are loads. My first job in IT was selling courses.
Okay.
So programming courses. There was a qualification called an MCSE. It was a Microsoft certification.
Okay.
You had the MCSE, there was another one, and there was web design. And my job working for this, kind of like a college, was to sell these courses to prospective, what they call, I don't know what they're called, prospective students.
Sure.
To come and do their course here.
What year was this?
This was, I want to say 2000, 2001.
So people would probably have been using, was it Fireworks? Is that what they were using to generate websites?
Oh, this was back no, people did them a lot more manually than that.
On the coding
so it was
aspect of it.
coding.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so this is before then. And my job was to sell these courses. Now, I grew up doing theatre. I can act. So I can act like a salesperson. So all I did was, like a script, I memorized everything.
Yeah.
I had no clue what I was saying. As long as the questions were on the script, I had the answer for it. Sometimes I'd answer a thing and I would surprise myself. It was like going into blackout. I don't know what I just said.
Yeah, well, it's like you rehearse a play so well that like somebody throws a line at you, even years later, you just like pick it up.
Yeah.
Where the
And
point is.
that's what happened. I'd have to take them on a tour of the campus.
Yeah.
And then they'd ask me questions about the MCSE course. How long does it take to get certified? What kind of modules do they actually look at in between each courses? How long is the course? I had all of these, and bang, bang. I had the answers for everything.
Wow.
No idea what I was talking about. And then we did this one tour as I'm walking around, and this one kid asked me about web design, the web design course. And he said to me, and this is on the back of me answering about 8 questions back to back. I'm feeling pretty good that I've gone from feeling good to feeling confident.
Okay.
So
the dangerous part.
The danger zone. And he said to me, so what language do they teach web design in? And I thought, what a stupid fucking question.
So instead of like Python or CCS or anything, you're like...
I was like, English. I'm thinking, you shouldn't be doing this course. What? What language do you want them to teach in? They wouldn't start... Oh, hello, bonsoir. You're not going to walk up and start... And thing is, because I think this is hilarious, I'm saying this to him. I'm like, dude, is that your question? Look at all the smart ones. Maybe this isn't the course for you.
Did he take it as a joke?
No. Because these are IT... Like, these were like...
Autistic.
No, I'm talking... I'm talking because IT people have changed now.
Yeah.
I'm talking the generic stereotype of what an IT person was.
Okay.
These kids look like they left their cupboard to come and do this, and they were going to go back and get back in their cupboard where it was safe.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all of this. No one's laughing. And I'm like, maybe I should keep going and then they'll get the joke. And I'm now trying to explain to them why the joke is funny. They didn't get it. So I've carried on with the tour. After the tour, I've gone back into the office and I know the best way to make friends is to tell them a funny story. So I know what I'll do, something we can all relate to. I'm going to tell them the funny story of what just happened. And I told them in great detail. No need to exaggerate because it was all hilarious. And I was like, I cannot believe he asked what language they're teaching. And they're like, what did you tell him? I was like, well, English. And again, no laughs because I'd lied heavily in my interview.
So they thought you knew everything.
I did know everything on paper because I'd memorized everything they did. I knew how to answer questions with questions. So when you go into an interview and they go, why do you want to work here? And because I knew how old the business was, because it was quite new, I went in, well, the interesting thing about a startup is how much room there is to grow. But more importantly, where do you guys see this company in 5 years? I don't know what I just said now.
But he's flipping it over. Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're talking, and they're like, this guy.
So is this the moment they understood
This
who
is
they'd
the
hired?
moment they realized who they've hired. And
effectively a con man. You've gone in there, you've conned your way into a job.
I remember doing these courses for the rest of the day and going home thinking I've had a good day today. And then I get a phone call on my way to work the next day saying, yeah, this isn't the job for you. But I even then did not understand why. And I was like, but I had a good day yesterday. Like, I got a lot of people onto the courses. Why would they do this? And then I spoke to my mate Ricky, who did work in IT.
Okay.
And telling him, I don't know why they've got rid of me. And we were talking through the day, and I was like, oh yeah, and there's this one idiot that I had to take around. Maybe because I took the piss. I took the piss out of him because he said a stupid question. And he was like, well, what question? And I told him, he asked me, what language do they teach web design in? And he went, you went English, didn't you? I went, of course I went English. And he was like, no, he meant like JavaScript. I was like, that's Star Wars. Like, what? Why would they teach it in Klingon? Are they that much of a... I thought they're that much of a geek.
That's the course of nerds. They have to be taught in a
They
language.
have to be taught in Klingon. And then he literally had to break it down for me. And I was like, okay, it was my fault.
So how long between you making the mistake and telling so many people a story? When did you speak to your friend Rich?
So I spoke to Ricky the next day when they fired me.
So over 24 hours after you noticed the penny dropped.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But it helped for my next job because that's when I went to work in network security.
Okay.
And so I worked for this company twice. And they were the last company I worked with, but also the technically first company I worked with.
Okay.
Because they were looking for IT salespeople.
Yeah.
And it said no experience required, full training given. So I thought, go to the interview, this time be honest.
Yeah.
And I told them the story. I was like, look, it's because I didn't have training. And they'll ask me these questions. What do you know about antivirus? Nothing. What do you know about firewalls? Never heard of it. They don't sound safe. They sound hot, if anything. And I remember the managing director. I remember the managing director at the time said, well, why do you want to work here? And I was like, well, because your trainings, your ad says you give the best training. No experience required. I'm a great salesperson. So if you've got the great training, then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And they were like, fair enough.
And were you like, what language is this training done in?
what language do you speak in this training? And their training was really good. And I learned it like a script. And then it became logical. You start to... I remember I used to look at a computer network like a nightclub because I was a bouncer at the time.
Sure.
And that made sense to me.
Wow.
So that's how I see it.
That's very Star Trek as well, as making a metaphor out of something, or and that's or a simile, and be like, oh, it's like this.
Such a geek.
So like you're making it, this is I am the bouncer. That's what the antivirus
I'm the firewall.
is. The firewall. Great, man. That's such a good way of looking at it. Were there similarities, you think, between the bouncing job and the IT work?
Yeah, I mean, bouncing, being a bouncer, being a performer, being a salesperson, all of these jobs there's so much crossover. It's all about presence. That's it. Like the joke that I did right at the beginning of my let me self-edit. The joke that I did right at the beginning of my career of doing the bouncer stare was exactly what I did because I couldn't fight.
Right.
But other people didn't know that I couldn't fight.
Yeah.
But I needed them to assume that if they did want to fight me, they would die. And because of that, nobody fought me.
Yeah. Was the IT equivalent just like pushing your glasses further up your nose?
Yeah. And so the IT equivalent, so even with that, it's the same with comedy. Once you understand people,
Yeah.
it becomes it's just a conversation. So you think with comedy, in general, people like to laugh.
For sure.
But sometimes they don't want to be made to laugh. It's a weird thing. And it's the same thing with sales. All of us, we love to buy shit. But all of us also hate to be sold to.
Yeah.
I've been into shops where I went into a phone shop. The only thing you sell is a phone. Me being in that shop, I'm somewhat interested in a phone.
Yeah.
And this guy was such a dick that I was like, I don't want the phone.
The salesperson.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I'm leaving.
Okay. I've had very similar with buying a laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sold to.
What was what mistakes did he make? What made him out to be a dick?
Because they're trying to sell you. They're trying too hard to sell this to you.
Sure.
So here's the thing. In sales, you're an IT manager. A lot of your day is taken up with salespeople going, you need this, you need this, you need this. I don't know what you need because we've never met.
Right.
Whereas if I then go on the phone and ask you, what do you want? All of a sudden, it's flipped. And now you've now been given a space where you can go, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. No.
Cut that. We don't have the rights to that. We got to know me.
I'll tell you what I want. And then now you start speaking.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing with stand-up. So I think there are two types of stand-up. There's a stand-up that comes on stage and goes, do you think I'm funny? And they're the ones that try and make you laugh.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas I think, and the one that I will try and be, is the second kind, where I go on stage and go, this is funny, let me show you why.
Sure.
Like, I already know this part's funny. I want to explain. I'm bringing you on the journey. So it's like, people said to me, have you always been funny? I'm like, I don't see it that way. I've always just enjoyed making people laugh. So when I go to a comedy club, it's like, let me give you something to laugh at, with, through.
Sure.
Rather than trying to really, because the confidence changes when you do it like that.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's laughing together.
It's fascinating you say, man. Like I've often described what I do with stand-up is taking the things that I think are funny and trying to translate that for the audience.
Yeah.
Just trying to be like, this is what I think. Like, let's find how I make you understand what's funny about that.
That's exactly it. I had this conversation with an actor a little while ago because how they were doing, they did their set and it was a really good set. And they did this thing about being in primary school. I was like, have you ever thought of starting that bit with a question? Because they were started with, in primary school, X, Y, Z. Whereas if you go, remember when you were at primary school? And all of a sudden, everyone remembers when they were at primary school.
Yeah.
And now the memory of primary school is funny.
Yeah, you want people immediately to picture something and to feel invested in it. So if you're making about them in primary school...
And I think that's I like to make the comedy about the audience.
Sure.
So, and there's the other type of comedians that will come to get laughs.
Yeah.
Comedians come to give laughs. Like, I want to give people something that we can laugh at and have. And maybe just detach from normality for a little while and just laugh at stupid shit.
Yeah, man.
Because some stuff is stupid.
Yeah, of course, most stuff is stupid.
So much stuff is stupid. And I was just having this conversation in the car talking about different types of shame. I miss shame. I think shame's great. It's wonderful.
Well, you don't feel shame anymore?
Yeah, but it's a good thing. Shame stops me doing stupid shit.
Okay, got you.
So when people go, you shouldn't kink shame, you definitely should.
100%. Yeah, I agree with this.
There's so many kinks. Because I'm not saying kink shame everything.
No.
But saying don't kink shame for me feels like saying you shouldn't call people dicks. Right, you shouldn't call all people dicks.
Yeah.
But some people, they're dicks.
Yeah.
And there's certain kinks where I go, you're one step away from being a documentary.
So I did a gig in Birmingham.
Brag.
Living the dream, man. Living the dream. You know what I mean? All of the
Always
sites.
showing off this one.
All the sites. It was in. I was doing Birmingham Glee Club.
Yeah.
The hotel they put me up in. That night.
Yeah.
It was the same night as two things were happening in Birmingham that night. Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of people trying out for Britain's Got Talent in their different stuff they were wearing for it, trying on like sparkly jackets, all that kind of stuff, or whatever, you know,
Yes.
a dog through it, magic, etc. And also next to that was a convention. It was the My Little Pony convention, right? And look, you're saying about like kink shaming or whatever. I was walking through that lobby like, you are fucking deviant.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right, so can we please break down I want to make sure that I'm thinking that it is what I'm thinking.
Bronies.
Right. My Little Pony convention.
Yep.
Are we talking the toys?
I think that's what they. Is it a cartoon as well?
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
So, because either way, this is weird. It's either the toys, which should be just for kids, but I get this was adults going to My Little Pony convention, or it's some sort of fetish where people are dressing up as ponies. Either way, I'm judging all of you.
So I think the convention is toys and comics and cartoons and stuff of My Little Pony, right? Lots of kids involved in that. But the amount of adults I saw riding solo, you know, completely by themselves, dressed in My Little Pony head to toe, some of them with like a belt with like a tail on the back of it, grown men. He's talking about kink shaming. I was walking through that place like, I'm going to set fire to some nylon ponytails right now.
That is amazing. This is where sometimes you do need the shame, because he had a conversation with his mate where he said, they were like having a conversation, what are you up to? And he goes, I can't come out this weekend. Why? This isn't a WhatsApp group, by the way. Why can't you come to the pub? I'm going to Birmingham. How come? I've got a My Little Pony convention. But you haven't got kids. No, it's for me.
Not anymore. They took them from me.
I'm going. Who with? Oh, no one. On my own. And none of his friends said anything.
Yeah.
And so those
The
ones.
thing is, I understand that's what the internet's for. You find like-minded people, you go to that thing. But me staying in the same hotel, I was like, you guys are weirdos. Like
Some like-minded people need to not be together because everyone in the Ku Klux Klan is like-minded. Just because everyone's got the same idea doesn't mean it's a good one. The weird thing is, it's like how My Little Pony's not okay for us.
Yeah.
Whereas Comic-Con, I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Even though,
sure. But that's it, man. That's what it is. I will go watch. I'll stand there like talking about fucking Dragon Ball or Marvel movies or whatever. To DC. 100%. So I'm saying like, yeah, that's my like impression of people. My Little Pony. They can be into whatever. But surely with kinks, like if you don't kink shame, it's not a kink then, is it? If everyone's cool with it.
Some kinks are. A friend of mine sells pictures of her feet, and she was telling me that somebody messaged her for a lot of money.
Right.
They wanted her foot shavings.
What do you mean foot shavings?
So those razor blades where you cut off the dead skin and it comes off in like quite big chunks.
What do you mean, like fucking Parmesan cheese
Yes,
of their feet?
that's exactly what it was.
That is the grossest
They
thing I've
wanted
ever
the
heard in
foot
my life.
shavings so they could use it like Parmesan on a salad. And
No, they did not. That's not what they reasoning.
I swear to God.
That is the sickest thing I've ever heard in my
Dude,
life.
stop shaming. It's their kink. You need to be on a fucking watch list.
Me?
Not you, that person.
Yeah. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's nasty.
Parmesan foot cheese. Now our sponsor, the foot shaver.
The foot shaver. There's loads of it.
Emmanuel,
Yeah.
what was the first job you ever did?
Whatever.
Ever?
Legally.
Well, I don't think the taxman's looking out for it.
I think the first official job that I ever did was probably a paper round.
Okay.
I had 2 paper rounds.
Where was this? Where were you living?
This is in North London,
Yeah.
in Enfield, and we're talking, this has got to be, what, 94, 95 at a push. Yeah, probably about that. Oh, no, because you could do it younger. So probably about 1993.
Okay.
I don't know why I feel those dates were important. I had a paper round. No one.
No one's thinking this was 3 weeks ago.
Do you know what? That's what I'm saying. If any of you listening think I had a paper round when I was 29, fuck you. Like, I want you to assume that it was when I was a child. So I was a child, paper round. I had an after-school paper round,
Yeah.
which back then paid about £7 a week.
A week?
Yeah.
Shit.
But my pocket money was £5 a week. So
Okay.
relative terms,
Yeah.
where £1 would last you Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
But it was so many fucking papers. Like, we're talking, that's 100% slave labor.
Were you on a bike or was this just door to door with bags?
It was door to door,
Yeah.
and you would do it on a bike. So someone would deliver you maybe maybe 500-600 papers.
Okay.
So you would do a patch of an area,
Right.
and it was like the local evening paper.
Yeah.
So on a Wednesday, I think it came out. You'd have to get them, and sometimes they had leaflets that also had to go into them. So you had to put the leaflets into the paper and then take them out. So you might
Local businesses like window washers and stuff would have the leaflets and businesses, furniture sale. Yeah.
and then you go to take them out. I hate
Can
it.
I just say, no wonder you're as big as you are, carrying all these fucking leaflets around.
Carrying those things around. Well, one thing I tried to do, which was really dumb, and it's probably why I don't have that job. I mean, not anymore because I'm an adult, but it's definitely why I lost that job. I wanted to not deliver them.
Right.
So I'll do a little bit and then go, I don't want to do the rest. And I tried to come up with reasons why they didn't get their papers, which
So you're
one
trying
or
to
two,
make up new ones every time?
yeah, 1 or 2. Like, you can have a few houses, you go, I forgot. Like, no one cares. You can go because back then, all the important things locally were in that paper. So all the cinema listings were in that paper.
Right.
This is pre-internet, dude.
So you are like directly affecting so many businesses.
I'm only realizing now, as I'm talking to you, how important that was.
You ruined the cinema industry.
It's all because of me. Local businesses that had leaflets, pizza places that had vouchers, and I was like, I don't want to deliver all this crap.
Man, do you know what? Speaking of karma, we've all done shows at the Edinburgh Fringe. If you've had flyers, I hope they bin the shit out of those flyers.
This is why I'm like, I know what I've done. So that's why I go out and do my own flyering.
Makes sense. Or if somebody gives you an excuse as well, you're like,
I don't
pulled that
believe you.
one in 1993.
Yeah, this is the thing. I tried to get rid of them, but I couldn't throw them away.
Yeah.
Because I know that everyone knows that I'm the one meant to be doing these.
Yeah.
Do you know what you can do?
Go on.
Burn them. There's no evidence if you burn it. I didn't realise, because it's such a dumb 12-year-old thing to do, I thought I'll just set them on fire around the corner. And you're like, boom. And you're like, fuck.
Made the evening news the next day. Front page.
But no one knew about it because they didn't get the no one got the newspaper. So then
It's the perfect crime.
I didn't deliver so many, and they were like, yeah, you can't have this job anymore. And then I got a morning paper round, which was only 15 papers. So the morning paper round is different because that's the Sun, that's the Mirror. So that's people
National
who
papers.
But what it is you'd have a newsagent, and people would subscribe to the newsagent to get their paper delivered to them in the morning,
right?
So they didn't have to go and get the paper.
Yeah.
Which, even as I'm saying it now, like, that subscription couldn't, like, the paper was like 30p.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, because I was getting paid £15 a week for this one.
And you're doing 15 papers a
I'm
day?
doing 15 papers, but that one I was
Say, do the maths on that. What's 15 times 7? He's usually got a calculator ready.
15 times 7. But this is now, I'm doing 15 papers every day, Monday through Saturday.
105. That's 15 times 7. Oh, wait, Monday through. So
Minus
so
15.
times 6 then instead. So 15 times 6.
85, was it? Yeah, 90 papers.
You were doing 90 papers. You're getting paid £15 a week.
£15 a week, and it would take me about...
15 divided by 90, Jose.
Yeah, what's the stats on this?
You were getting paid 16p a paper.
16p a paper.
16.60 a paper. That's insane.
And I would have to do it every morning. The whole ride, I used to do it on my bike, was maybe 2 miles. Wasn't loads, but I'd be done before school. And £15 a week.
Wow. All from burning a bunch of newspapers.
All from burning a bunch of...
You're glad you lost that job and picked
yeah.
up the other one. So you paid more, but national papers.
Yeah.
All right. And now everyone just gets their news on their iPads.
No, yeah, now, so looks weird when I'm burning a bunch of iPads, doesn't it?
Just looks like you're trying to get rid of the evidence from a My Little Pony convention or
Right.
something.
Yes, there was loads on, doing those ones.
Pre comedy, what was your favorite job that you've done pre comedy?
Musical theatre, without a doubt. I loved being in. I did a musical called Daddy Cool,
Daddy Cool.
and this was what was the year? It was 19 years ago, at the Shaftesbury Theatre in London, and it was, I think, the first time that I really got to perform.
Right.
And I loved it. It was everything that I liked about performance. It was the singing, it was the dancing, it was the acting. It was just, for once, I was doing something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was because you think, you know what it's like in entertainment. Before that, the reason I've had loads of jobs is because you don't know when your next job is coming.
Yeah. Gig economy, isn't it?
Yeah. So I would go and do a show, come and do some sort of dance show, and it's great while you're doing the show, and then after that 3-week contract's up, you're back to got no show.
Yeah.
Need some money.
Yeah.
So now I've got to go and find another job that I need to do, and they were all relatively around sales because performers make good salespeople because we know how to connect with our audience.
Yeah. And also having that, it's almost like a cheat code. Being able to make somebody laugh in everyday life, in their place of work or anything, or somebody coming to your store, immediately builds rapport.
Yeah.
So you've got, what in your sales job, do you have any days that you were like, this, I absolutely nailed this. This is the best day in sales I've ever done?
Yes, there was a few days like that. It's when you get that closed order, when they were like, right, yeah, we're placing the order with you. That's them laughing at your punchline. Like,
right.
You've built up enough rapport where they trust you enough to spend money with you.
Yeah.
That part is, because that's not, you can't fixate on that being the goal because it will change how you perform.
Yeah.
But when you get it, you go, that feels good.
With the musical, how long were you in that production for?
That one, 2 and a bit years.
Okay. It's a long run.
It's a lovely long run.
You must have been doing a good job then, man.
It was it was a lovely show. Then we did it for a year in Berlin as well. So we took it on tour.
Wow.
And then it was coming back and going, oh look, there's no work. And then you would try and find, like, you do any work that comes your way. I was a photographer at one point. I did that. I ran a hairdresser's. Obviously, you can see by my unique style of haircut. I've done door-to-door sales. I've done so many different types of work that works in sales.
Yeah.
I think because I've always been around people.
Yeah. With the sales jobs, you've done many, like with the sales jobs. Have you ever had an issue, like obviously you were found out when somebody asked what language were they teaching? Have you ever been caught out in sales? Have you ever been caught?
No, because I'll tell you why. Because after that lesson, I never did it again.
Okay, so that was the one. That was you're like, I'm never going to get caught with my pants down again. Yeah.
I think there's so much power in just accepting the things that you don't know.
Sure.
And because you can't, if you don't know, you don't know. So if I was on the phone to someone and they would ask me a specific about a solution, I'll be honest, I was like, I haven't got a clue. But I've got a load of tech people here that do.
Great.
Let me have a conversation with them and let me put you in front of the person that can find the answer.
Sure.
Because I think that's the thing. It's how quickly can I get you the answer you're looking for?
Yeah.
And I think if you can do that, also, if I start bullshitting, you're gonna know it. You really will. Even with like, do you know when you're watching someone do stand up and you can see the people if they've lost track of a set or they've forgotten the set,
Yeah.
by how they start to deliver it.
Yeah.
Like you can see the nerves. I swear more when I'm more nervous.
100%, man. Yes, I do the same.
And I think so here's one for you.
Go on.
Have you got a comedy tick?
Yeah, loads.
My one is, and I'm much better at now, but I'd go, right. So do you know when this happens, right? Then I was there, right? And then I did this, right? And I said it so many times. So many, and there's a couple that go, yeah, after everything they ever say.
We should do a supercut on the podcast of the amount of times I say all right or as well. I say after every punchline. I'll deliver a punchline where they start to laugh. I'm like, and I watch back videos and I get really pissed off with myself. And but watching those back is such a good learning experience, and you start to cut them out of your set.
Yeah.
But new material, it happens.
All the time, because you're trying to remember it. Because the first time with new material, the first time it's in my head, it's so funny. Yeah. And most of the stuff I will say will come out of a normal conversation. And I think they're the best ones. You're not trying to be funny. It's just you're having a conversation that is funny. And I now want to do that with the crowd. So I'm trying to recreate, is that funny here? Or does that translate to funny there? Sometimes it doesn't. And it's because you can't remember how you said it.
Yeah.
Because you weren't trying to say it.
I think that's the worst, is when the longer you do stand-up, the more you realize what's going to be funny to an audience, or the things you can present them with that is funny from your life and they're going to enjoy. But the worst feeling is, and like I said, it happens less and less the longer you do stand-up, but when you think this is gold, they're going to absolutely lap this up.
Yeah. And
you go out there with it and you present them with this story, something you think is fucking hilarious, and the audience say, well, I mean, it's kind of funny, but
kind of get it.
Not enough to laugh at.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken some of your sales knowledge and stuff into the dating world or anything? Have you ever utilized those skills from sales and people person?
Everything is sales.
Yeah.
Everything is sales.
Yeah.
We're selling jokes. Everything comes down to sales. It's how you get on with people. I'm saying, I've got this thing that I'd like to share with you. Would you like it? That's all that's happening.
Yeah. I say this to lots of comics starting out as well. Nobody wants to buy from a desperate salesman.
Yeah.
So if you're delivering a joke, as long as you go up and present with enough confidence at the start, and I don't even mean confidence as in like you don't have to be arrogant, or like my persona is very arrogant on stage, but you don't even have to be that. I just mean so that the audience can relax and go, oh, this person knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if you're fumbling and being that kind of chaotic character some people are on stage, as long as they know, oh, this is a conceit for how they're going to deliver their stand-up. You don't want to go up, people rustling, looking at notes, and oh shit, am I in the right place? Am I, oh right, oh I've knocked the mic stand over, unless that's a slapstick bit, it's frustrating.
Even when it comes to taking notes on stage, I don't like to do it because I always forget where I am. I never get it right. So I do believe in giving yourself the room to fail.
Yeah.
So just get it wrong and see what happens.
Sure. The most I've ever done is, and the funny thing is, if I've ever done this, where because I used to be a musician before I was a comic.
Brag.
I see, big time, man. Let's make a note of that. We're clipping that. Just so long everybody knows I did music. No, I think there's nothing wrong with a set list for a feature-length set, same as I would in a band that have the songs written out there.
Yeah.
So you'll have like 8 bullet points for an hour-long show or something.
Yeah.
Never once do I look at it.
Yeah.
I don't need it, but it's there, and it is a safety net, but often it's only if I'm doing a big feature show and I'm like, oh, I need it written out there. I hate notes on hands. Yeah. I hate people writing down stuff on their hands.
Well, that was my first joke doing stand-up.
What did it say on it?
It's nothing. Funny. I couldn't see it. I was in this club and dirty dicks in
You should
Liverpool
have used
Street.
the silver pen, man.
So this is what I'm saying, right? And so that was the joke. I didn't know. This was my first set.
Yeah.
Dirty Dicks, open spot. It was open mic night. I'm doing 5 minutes. I get there after memorizing my entire set.
Yeah.
Which I still didn't really know. And then I saw the other comics at the back writing their material, and I thought, wow, that's smart, isn't it? I was like, oh, let me grab a pen. Wrote it down. And the funny thing was, with the joke, the only reason, because obviously I could see it now because you've got decent lights here.
Yeah.
But this is the dingy little pub.
And when the light's coming from the other direction and you're in the shadow.
And you're completely blinded. I couldn't see it. But where I've gone to do this, and now I'm very conscious that everyone's looking at me like they know what I'm doing because there's no watch there. And I've just gone, should have used Tipex, shouldn't I? Which is a fun joke.
Yeah.
And there was one dude that didn't like it, this black guy. And he's gone, I can do anything any other ethnicity can do. I was like, you take a selfie at night? No. I mean, you probably could now because the phone's about.
Great flash on phones these days.
But yeah, but 10 years ago, I hate pictures at night.
So he wasn't going for this at all? No. Was he the only black guy in the room other than himself?
But and I spoke to him afterwards about it because I was like, there's some stuff we're great at.
Yeah.
Some stuff we could argue we're the best at. But some stuff, just leave it alone. Yeah. Like, I'm all right with that. We've got enough good shit that I don't have to worry about taking notes on my hand.
Yeah.
See, when I go to clubs and it's so embarrassing, like going to nightclubs before where they do the stamp.
Right.
And it's always a stamp that's half dry, doesn't really work. And they're stamping it, nothing. So I was like, now you're just hitting me. So I will turn it over. I was like, just do it on this side so you know because I don't want the stamp. It's just going to come off.
Yeah. I'll tell you a quick story about, that whole stamp thing in the nightclubs, and it would be a different thing so that people couldn't imitate it the next time they went to the club.
Yeah.
They couldn't get that same stamp or something.
Yeah.
So there was a club in Swansea where they used to have like a different stamp every night of the week.
Yeah.
Right? And every week be a different stamp. But this is like smartphone photos. You couldn't send each other photos and stuff. Or if you could, it was so you couldn't see shit, right? It would take 4 years to send somebody a text message.
My first camera phone was 1.3 megapixel.
That's massive. That's really big.
Yeah.
Used to be like, VGA or whatever was the largest.
It was still
like
pixelated. You couldn't see shit. But 1.3 megapixel.
Like, somebody who'd done in one of those documentaries, somebody like they blurred out, pixelated the face.
It looked like Japanese porn.
Like.
That's what you wanted to say. Just say it.
I didn't see tentacles when I was taking this picture. I did. We used to be in the queue for the nightclub, and a friend was inside, and we text them saying, "What's the stamp?"
Yeah.
And they text just a description. I'd be in the queue of the nightclub. You'd be desperately trying to draw what they described. So, like once I remember we said an umbrella. Okay. So I spent so long drawing like an umbrella, like, trying to keep it like, what would the stamp look like? So I drew like the top as a boat, then the little triangles, and then the little like hook of a thing. And I got there and I showed it to them, and they were like, mate, you got to go back to pay. And I was like, what do you mean? And I got there to see the stamp, and it was like an umbrella from the top down. So it was the full circle with the kind of triangle and everything. Yeah.
My problem was I moisturize.
Okay.
So you're covered up. You're lathered up in cocoa butter.
That's not staying
There's
on.
nothing that's staying on there. No. It's like literally water off a duck's back. I'm practically waterproof. But after I've done any sort of moisturising, that's it. So I used to hate those stamps.
Which was there a nightclub you went to when you were growing up? What was the favourite place you'd go?
We had a nightclub called Eros, which was this was the first super nightclub of North London.
Wow, okay.
It held 2,500 people.
Right.
And it was open 6 nights a week.
Oof. What night was it closed? Monday?
Sundays.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Sundays. And even then, sometimes it did open on a Sunday. But we used to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The funny thing is, we used to go on all those days apart from a Thursday, because Thursdays was over 28s. And this is what cracks me up now as an actual adult. But when we were like 18, 19, we used to joke about going, I'm not going on
grab a granny.
Grab a granny night. Who wants to go on over? They had a buffet in there as well. Now I'm like, that sounds the best. And it was grab a granny night was on Thursday, and none of us wanted to go because we're like, oh, they're going to have all these old women there, 28.
Yeah.
When I have
This
28,
haggard old 28-year-old.
I see a 28-year-old now. I'm like, why is this child talking to me? It used to crack me up. Mondays was 70s night. I can't remember. Tuesdays was always random. Wednesdays was garage night. And then Friday and Saturday, you were meant to be over 21s, but we still got him. And Mondays, we would go fancy dress every single week.
On the 70s.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
What would be your 70s outfit?
We'd just go disco.
Okay.
We had afros. We
Big
went,
collar style suits.
We
and
all
stuff.
went disco. It was
all
a
in
thing.
with afros and things.
Yes.
Big old gold medallions.
All
and
of
shit.
it.
Ah, man. And obviously, you went into musical theatre. So you must have been busting some moves on those dance floors.
Yeah. That's how you got to talk to the ladies.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get it.
Doing the dance. It's very much a mating dance.
What's the best gig you've ever done? What's the one that stands out for you? The proudest moment?
Oh, I do have a few. I mean, doing Live the Apollo. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The Live the Apollo, and that was what 2021. I think I did.
Yeah.
2020,
Season before me.
2021. That was just like I've made it.
Yeah.
That was the goal. So now we've got to do Live at the Apollo. And I love that night. I couldn't sleep that night. I was so high. Not high.
No, I mean
pumped.
adrenaline. I get it.
I
Yeah.
was so pumped up from after that.
What did you do after it?
We had some food and went home.
Yeah.
But even then, I had to go for a really long walk. I was like, I'm not going to sleep tonight. It was so surreal. And it was just like all the times of the years of watching that show and going, I can do that. And then being able to do it. So that was awesome. But then...
And you smashed it, man. It looked like somebody who belongs up there, so...
It was such a fun night. But even before that, it was doing the first weekend at the Comedy Store.
Right.
And it was the first Saturday show. Because we did the Thursday... I did the Thursday, Friday,
And then two on the
Saturday
Saturday.
late.
Yeah.
And that Saturday late show when you're like, right, it's done, it's over... and you got through it. And I felt like I'm now a professional comedian.
Oh, wow.
The next day was the worst, especially on the Thursday, because I had to go to work on the Friday. So I've just done this really cool show.
Yeah.
And now 8 hours later, I'm back at my desk doing the thing I don't want to be doing.
Oh, man. Back in the IT department.
Back in the IT. Because it was weird, because back then, I'd stopped entertainment. So comedy came after the IT. I'd stopped entertainment because we just had our first, or we were getting ready to have our first.
Yeah.
I needed a stable job. So I came out of dancing, I came out of performing.
And you needed to be home more, obviously. Yeah.
So I literally stopped all of it. Then it was a friend of mine that made me go and do the open mic because she was like, you know how to tell stories. And I thought, at least then I've got a little bit of an outlet to perform.
Were they a performer as well, your friend who told you to do it?
Kind of. They did my dance class. I used to teach dance back then. And then I did this open mic night. And even then, I wasn't thinking, oh, this is a career.
Yeah.
I just thought once a month I can come up here, stretch my legs, and that'd be it. And it just started to take form. And then what happened was I started to believe I could do it.
Right.
And then you go, this could be a job.
So it switched from you going in and basically being the salesperson, going in and seeming confident in something,
Yeah.
to realizing genuinely you have a capacity for this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then you start to believe, yeah, this could be a job. Then you start doing it professionally. And that happened relatively quickly of people. And I again, it was the sales. Because do you remember when you first started? All the gig requests are like, we're looking for someone with 50 gigs, 100 gigs.
Yeah.
Like that makes you any better.
No, for sure. I know people who've done thousands who are completely dog shit.
I couldn't tell you how many gigs I did.
I never counted.
Yeah, me too. Never counted. But I'm seeing these gigs now and they're like, oh, you've got to have done more than 10 gigs. First of all, I thought, well, who are they asking?
Yeah.
Like, because I could just write that down.
Yeah.
What do you know? But so then what I did was...
What language is this performance in?
Oh, God. So I'll tell you what I did. I went and did the Gong Show
Oh, yeah?
at at the Comedy Store.
Right. So your first gig was at the Comedy Store then? Oh,
No. I think my
mic.
5th gig was the
Okay.
Comedy Store, the
Yeah.
Gong Show. And I called them up. I was like, how do I get on your stage? And they explained to me the Gong Show. There was one a week later. I said, yeah, I'll do it. But more importantly, what I wanted from that Gong Show was a picture of me on stage at the Comedy Store. Because then it does become how you present a truth. Because now I had that picture, when I'd see gigs, and they'd go, how many shows have you done? I'm like, dude, I play the Comedy Store. And I just send them a picture. I'm like, what more do you want? Like,
Yeah.
that's the standard. And they're like, oh, we'll book him.
Yeah.
Confidence is
You
key.
know, there's that's such a thing that like new comics do, especially as soon as they get to perform on a big stage or one of the big clubs, they want that picture, right?
Yeah.
So I ran a comedy course for a long time for charity. Josie did a bunch of other like local comics, Cardiff, done one in Swansea as well. But the final night was always in the Glee Club in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And we'd be turning over like 30 people a semester would do
Yeah.
this course, you know, and they'd all appear, they had the pictures on the thing. After a couple of years of doing this course for charity, the Glee were like, yeah, we're not having our backdrop
Yeah.
up during the show. I think that's why they even put the Gong Show sign up in the Comedy Store,
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
up the thing, because so many people are like, yeah, I play the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
But you snuck in, man. You got it in before they changed the backdrop.
Yeah. Play the Comedy Store. And I would say, so specifically, I'd say I've played the Comedy Store.
Yeah, you didn't lie.
I didn't lie.
No, you didn't.
And then when you go to do these shows, you go, right now, I have to prove myself.
Yeah. And also, it's not answering the question they've asked. Like, how many gigs you done? Mate, I play the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, you're 5 gigs in or whatever, and you've got this picture.
Or you do this where you go, do you count? Wow. It's weird. I've only ever done one competition in my life. And I said, I'll never do another one because I don't like how it makes me perform. Because I can be very competitive.
You?
I know, right? What? No. So when I want to be there for the audience.
Yeah.
Whereas with the competition, you're there for
Yeah.
a panel. And I only did this because I thought it was funny to me, but it was so douchey.
What did you do?
It was, I can't even remember what comedy competition it was. Like not So You Think You're Funny.
Yeah.
I
Or one of
can't,
like a new act of the year or something.
something like
'Cause there's
that.
like 50 of them.
It
in
was
the UK.
something new act of the year.
Yeah.
And I've turned up to this, one of the heats, in the London heat. There's like 15 comics getting ready to go on.
Yeah. To do like 5 minutes
Yeah,
each.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they said only, I think only one of us was going through.
Ooh, that's tight. Because usually you get runner-up,
Yeah, yeah.
third place, wild card or something.
Well, one of us was going through, and I think they might have done runner-up, but only one was actually going through.
Yeah.
And this is before they've opened the doors. So I'm there sat with the other comics. I've never met these people. And I was like, guys, I'm going to be honest. I've just read my set. It's really good. I'm like, I'm pretty much, I'm going to go through, like, it's really, like, I know we've just met, but it's really good. I don't know where you guys live, but I live in London, so I don't want you guys missing your last trains because I can get home. And I did that for ages, and it started off with like laughs. Then some people were like, fucking hate him. And I think I was maybe 2/3 into the lineup for the night, and I did this set, and I tell you what, I took the roof off this place, and it was because I've said it now. Now you've got to go and be.
You have to deliver, yeah.
But because I'm in such a good mood,
Yeah.
Because they said only one's going through. I'm thinking, all right, well, it's not going to be me, so this doesn't matter.
That's the best way to go into any situation,
Yeah.
thinking, I don't have it,
Yeah,
don't care.
It's 15-1. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to be me. Just go and just treat it as a gig. Go and have fun.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun that I took everyone with me, and it went really well. Then sat at the end of the night, they're going through is Emmanuel Sonubi. I was like, I tried to tell all of you because the looks they were giving me, I was like, I'm really sorry about this.
I warned you.
I was like,
I told you I've got
really. As I was walking up, you can just see the slow claps. I was like, I was joking, but So, I'm so sorry, guys.
I did in my first year of doing comedy, I entered shit ton of competitions and did loads. And then after that I was like, I was like, I'm only doing these for a year, and then I'm just doing regular gigs from then on in. And I was doing some competition. It was actually Letchworth Comedian of the Year. And I'd never been to Letchworth before.
Oh, see, I know Letchworth is near me.
Is it?
North London, so it's just outside of North London.
Yeah.
So Letchworth will sit.
And Hitchin is next to it.
Yeah, Stevenage, Letchworth, and then as you come in, you hit Enfield. Where I don't know why there's so many random just points of note that I'm putting in this. Dates, years, geography
Location.
now.
Well, it's for the detectives out there to slowly work out where you are. There's somebody like we've zeroed in. You can only trace for 20 seconds.
They've been looking for someone, the fire starter of 1993.
Those papers.
They've never let that go. Now they're going, where are we going to find him?
The Stevenage Evening Post, the Fury. They're looking. We finally got the guy.
We've got him.
We got him down. So I was doing the Letchworth Comedian of the Year competition.
I don't know why I cared so much. Because it sounds shit already.
Of course it is, yeah.
But anything new comedian of the year, like...
This was, for me, it was like, you'd go, back then, you used to go on like a forum, on like the Chortle forum, right? Before Facebook, right? Before people got their gigs on Facebook, it was the Chortle Comedy Forum. That's how people used to get gigs, okay? This is like 2010. And I'm like looking on the thing, and it's like, looking for comedians for this competition, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm looking for any gig. So I'm like, I'm applying. That's the quickest way to get a gig back then, was to enter a competition, right?
Yeah.
Unpaid or whatever. I sign up to this thing, and the email comes through, and it's like, right, do not fucking drop out this competition, because I will never book you again. He used to run a bunch of gigs as well, this guy.
So it sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's surprisingly nice, but as you can imagine, if you've ever obviously run comedy nights as well, people dropping out and shit, it starts to get to you like in a big way, right? So like I can imagine he's like sick of having to explain to people, listen, this is the last train, you can't, all of this stuff. So you can tell admin has worn this guy down.
Yeah.
And he's like, do not fucking... So I was like, right, I took it really seriously. Like, okay, I can't drop out this thing. So it gets closer to the date. Again, it's like a 15 act, doing 5 minutes sort of thing. I do not have enough money to get there, because my main mode of transportation back then was the megabus. That's how I get gigs in London, Manchester, Birmingham, whatever. I travel megabus from Swansea to wherever we're going. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there's no megabus to Letchworth, right? So the only way I can get there...
There's nothing to Letchworth.
I could, in fact, looking back on it, it probably would have been easier to fly to Barcelona, fly to Luton, and go from there, right?
Yes.
But at the time, I was like, right, how am I going to do this? I can't afford I've got to get... I was working as well. I was working part-time in a call center. And I was like, I have to get to London. And I have to leave at this time.
I've done that job as well, call center.
Oh, man, classic job for most comics coming up. But I had to go straight from work to call center, jump on a train, get to London. I didn't have enough money for this train. Yeah. Fucking extortionate train prices from Swansea to London, and a return and stuff as well. So I was like, right, what am I going to do? So I borrowed the money from my mother, right? But she was like, this is a lot of, it's like 90 quid or something for the train, because it was a last minute train ticket. She was £90 return. And she's like, I said, look, I promise you, okay, the prize for this competition was £100. I said, I promise you, I will win this competition and I will pay you back the day I get back. I will get back the next day. I will pay you back that day. I will give you the £90 much. She was like, okay. She lent me the £90. It was my first paid gig, man.
That's awesome.
I won but I went into that competition going like, I have to win this. Yeah. And the only way I'm going to win this is if I already tell myself I've won this. Yeah. So I went in there to the dressing room and I met everyone, all the other comics. I didn't like do anything to kind of try and psych them out. But I was I wish that would have made my job a lot easier. But I was like, but I went in there just being like, eyes on the prize. I was like, I've got this in the bag.
I really, really hope there's someone else doing another podcast that is having this conversation.
Who had to borrow £100 from their mum and they did not win.
Yeah. And they're telling the story, and now my mum doesn't speak to me. It was the breakdown of our family.
Yeah, but nobody listens to their podcast. What are they, Letchworth Comedian in the year 2010? I don't fucking think so.
I would love that if that somewhere else someone's got this, because this is the thing about equilibrium, and it's not always as extreme, but you think a good thing happening to you means that good thing can't happen for someone else in the same sort of way. So you think you getting the Apollo spot meant that another comic didn't get the Apollo spot. And
I know which one it was as well, and I'm glad they didn't.
but you think for you now, winning that competition
Yeah.
meant 14 other people didn't.
Yeah.
And their lives have gone a completely different way. Some of them definitely don't do comedy anymore.
Most-
statistically.
I mean, most of them didn't do comedy that night. That's why they didn't win.
And I hope someone who didn't remember you till just now listens to this pod, and they're going,
That's the guy.
I had to sleep on a bus bench in Letchworth that night.
Mate, I still had to sleep in a train station.
Oh, mate.
I didn't have enough money to stay anywhere.
Well,
I
you
only
had
had enough money to
£10.
pay my mom.
Yeah, the tenner.
£10 in 2010 Letchworth. That probably could have bought me a house.
I could have bought you Letchworth.
I played Hitchin recently, and that's the first time I've been back there since being crowned the champion of Letchworth, right?
Yeah, that's how I would have played that gig. I was like, do you know I used to own this place?
2010.
Yeah, in 2010, these were my streets. I'd have walked in there like the Godfather was. I don't know, you better kiss the ring. So do you know I am?
Quickly, yeah.
2010, I was running this shit.
I took the trophy. I would have taken the trophy if I hadn't melted it down.
By my bonfire of newspapers.
Oh man, right? Let's keep this snappy then. We've got about 15 minutes to go. What is the worst gig you've ever done? What's the memorable one for you that sticks out? The disaster gig.
I have one. Funnily enough, so I've never died on stage.
Sure.
And I know why now, because people go, you never died on stage. And no, I've never died on stage doing stand-up. But the reason is I spent years doing theatre beforehand. So I had shit gigs, they just weren't in comedy.
Got you.
So by the time I got to comedy, do you know when most acts, when they first start, they haven't performed, you're learning who you are on stage.
Yeah.
I'd already done that part. So comedy, being on stage was easy.
Yeah, you were daddy cool, man.
Yeah. and that was the attitude I'd
Yeah.
go on stage with. But knowing what to say, that was the difficult one. And so even though this night, I had such a fun night, but there was a load of people that didn't. And we were meant to be doing stand-up in a bar,
Okay.
but no one turned up.
What? No audience.
No audience.
Okay. What was the bar?
I can't remember.
All right.
It was, I can't remember who was running. Actually, no, I can. But fuck it. It was a Joker's comedy night. I don't know if you've ever done those. And we're doing this bar gig. No one turns up. Like, literally, there are more comedians than bar staff at this point. I'm meant to be emceeing this gig.
Oh, you're the MC.
I was emceeing this
Okay.
gig. I'm like, all right, I'm emceeing. And I'm thinking, well, there's no audience, so we're going to go home. The manager went, no, we'll just do it in the restaurant.
What, to people eating their food?
Yeah. He goes, we'll move one of the tables, and in that space, we'll put the mic there, and we'll do the gig there. And I'm like, well, for one, you've only got about 6 couples eating in there. And
You still have more acts.
This is pretty much a quiet restaurant. And also, some of the stuff we're going to talk about, not while you're eating, man. And he goes, no, it'll be fine.
Do you want some Parmesan cheese with you?
Yeah. They're foot flyings. One of them tables was this 80-year-old couple on an anniversary, and there's a comedian talking about his sister's tampon. Like, watching their faces, I was like, this is hilarious for me to watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm the MC. So I was like, I'm doing zero material.
Yeah.
I'm coming up, I'm introducing people, I'm getting the fuck off this platform. Wasn't even the stage. But that was such a car crash of comedy. And there was, those people didn't like it, but then the other audience members, because they could see how much I was laughing about it. I mean, I say audience members, patrons, they started laughing with it because it was I was like, who the fuck, why? Why would you do this? And they never did another night again.
Shit.
But it was brilliant.
Yeah.
That
was your worst gig, though.
We've got a story to tell of it.
Yeah, and also, but it was the worst gig because of the scenario was so ridiculous.
Yeah, I had a great time. Like, my jokes worked because I can see you're old. I'm not going to talk about.
Sure.
I'm not going to talk about my sister's tampon while you're eating your soup. That's not what you want to hear.
What restaurants tend to be bad gigs, I think, especially if people are eating.
If you're eating
bad.
food while comedy's on,
Yeah.
no.
No, man. What's the biggest mistake you've made on stage? Hasn't got to make it a car crash. I mean, what's the biggest?
The biggest mistake I made on stage became the start of my tour show last year.
Okay,
Basically, I got really drunk and told the same joke twice.
I remember this story. Yeah.
Yeah. Edinburgh Fringe, 1 a.m. I could barely see. And I told the same joke twice, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I told that same joke.
Because I remember you doing this in the tour show, and you said, like, because in your head you kind of like, why aren't they getting
This joke always lands.
Yeah.
How are you not laughing?
Yeah.
And then it was someone on the side of the stage going, "You just told that joke." I was like, "All right, that makes sense. Let me explain to you what's just happened." And I was like, "Oh, guys, I'll be honest. I can barely see right now.
Yeah.
I'm that drunk. I don't know if I'm here. I could have passed out somewhere, and I just think this is happening."
Yeah.
And they thought it was a bit.
But they bought into it then from that
Yeah,
point. Yeah. What's been the best show you've ever seen? Doesn't have to be stand up. What's the best show you've ever been in the audience for?
Oh. Well, not even just being in the same audience for. So Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones. I saw part of that live actually when he did it in London. But then not even just audience, if we're going stand up, things that I've seen that I've gone, that was amazing. Hannah Gatsby's got a show called Nanette.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
you saw that live?
No.
Oh, but just watching it.
I watched it.
Yeah, sure.
And it changed how I tell stories.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a brilliant. It's just awesome.
It's a cool show. Yeah.
It's such a cool show. And then recently I watched a show called John Mulaney.
Yeah.
I'll self-edit for you. So recently I watched John Mulaney's show on Netflix, Baby J.
Great.
Incredible show.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had watched that last because for me, I think that's the bit. I've not watched his other shows now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should watch, like, Comeback Kid's a great one.
I might have to watch that now, but that one was so raw.
Yeah.
It's such a brilliant show.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's incredible comics, man.
Yeah.
Naming two absolutely incredible comedians. What the difficult thing is, I think, especially being a stand-up now, especially,
Yeah.
I barely get to watch anything unless I'm on the bill with someone.
Yeah.
Because I'm out working every night of the week.
Yeah.
So when do I get the chance?
Well, saying that, live, Jason Manford's show,
Yeah.
Manford All Seasons. So I did his Model Class tour, which was the show before that.
Yeah.
And that was a really good show. And when I went to see him do his new show, I did think, I wonder how he's going to top this.
Yeah.
And he does. Like it's that show is good, and he's still getting better.
Yeah.
With how
Well,
and that was
I'm with him on Saturday.
all right.
so I
Brag
get
this one.
Put that in. We could put that on the screen with the text coming up. No, I'm doing. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
get to-
Have you not seen it before?
No.
Did you see Model Class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Yeah, strong, man. Oh, that's cool. I like Jason's a fucking phenomenal act. What do you have somebody that you've kind of idolized, you've looked up to before or after or during stand-up?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Eddie Murphy has, like, for me, is the GOAT of stand-up.
Yeah. It comes up a lot, and for a reason, because he
Yeah.
easily... What he did at such a young age as well.
Like, a mad young age. Like I think So Delirious was what, 23?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, did you discover his movies first? How did you discover
The movies first,
Yeah.
because I was far too young. I mean, it was like 2 when Delirious came out. But so movies first.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, he's a stand-up. And I went back and watched the stand-up. And then it was only on the second one with Raw that I realised that Richard Pryor was also a stand-up.
Oh, wow.
But so
You didn't know until
no,
that
no. I was like 12. So we didn't have that same access to stand-up as we do now.
Of course, yeah.
So I just knew Richard Pryor from See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Yeah.
Like, that was an 18 film and I was only 14. I'm what you would call in the streets a bit of a renegade. Parental guidance notes mean nothing to someone like me. I watch anything I damn well please when no one's in the damn house.
Did what was the film you loved watching Eddie Murphy in as a kid the most? Because Beverly Hills Cop, I think, put him on the map globally.
Well, but even around that time, you had Coming to America.
Yeah.
Like, the dude could have missed back then. 48 Hours, another 48 Hours.
Yeah. I mean, that was, I think, his first big role coming off Saturday Night Live.
Well, do you know, 48 Hours was the first action comedy.
Yeah.
Like, he started that
It
genre.
created that, that buddy cop kind of dynamic as well from, iconic. I tell you a movie I love of his, I think is super underrated, which is The Golden Child.
It's one of the best films.
I fucking love that movie, man.
It's one of the best films.
So good.
I want the knife.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I used to piss myself, man. It's such a good, and it's very dark as well, which I think so is the first Beverly Hills Cop as well.
Yeah.
Like when his friend gets killed in the hallway. Spoiler alert! It's the end. It's the start of the movie. Relax.
If you haven't seen it, that's your own fault.
Yeah. If you don't know if he makes it or not, there is a fourth Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Cop movie on Netflix. Have you watched the documentary about him yet? That's coming out on Netflix.
Well, then obviously I haven't watched it if it's coming out.
I don't know if it is out or isn't. That's why I was asking.
I was like, well, brag. I've already seen
I've
it.
already seen it.
It's not out yet.
I actually produced it, so.
No, I've not seen it yet.
No, I saw last week it said coming soon, so I didn't know if it had come out yet or not. But I think it's just called like Eddie or something. Yeah, worth
It's a
watching.
good name.
Yeah, strong. I don't think they had to like workshop that very much.
What should we call it?
Yeah.
Edward? No.
Yeah, The Making of the Golden Child. No, that's not going to work.
No. Murphy, that's already a drink, so maybe we should... how about Eddie?
So you're in the middle of your tour.
Yes.
Which has been extended into next year.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to mention? Anything you want to plug?
No, it's just everything is tour mode now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where we're at. So, and I'm loving being on tour. I do like it. Are you gigging tonight?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you then. Don't come to the show.
I was there at the last one, though.
That was the
Michelle
last
came
one. It's a
down.
different show.
Michelle took great pictures of you as well.
She did take great pictures of me.
No, I was to be honest, man. I looked up the lineup to see who was around in Cardiff this week, and you popped up, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gigging in Taunton." But then I got in touch and see if you could come and do this podcast. So,
Thank you for having me, man.
mate, my pleasure. Thanks so much. Take it easy. That's a wrap.
That was Emmanuel Sonubi. Make sure you check him out on social media. Find out when he's performing a show near you. You will not regret it. I'm not sure if you can tell by my voice, but I am feeling a bit under the weather. I am trying my hardest to stifle any coughs that want to pop out right now. Next week, I am not sure who I'm talking to. We've got a bunch of episodes backlogged, which Jose is working through. I'm going to meet with Jose later. Hopefully I'm feeling a bit better, and we can decide who you get to listen to next week. But guaranteed, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some shit jobs. That's kind of what we get into. Take care. Gracias.